Hey YouTube, I'm Lucky, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about a Charged with Light build using a 120 RPM hand cannon with Rampage, using the Stasis Aspect Whisper of Hedrons, using the artifact mod Berserker, and lastly using higher energy fire to create the craziest build in Destiny 2 right now. If 120s weren't already strong enough, which they are already too strong, this build makes it so that you can almost 2-tap every single engagement that you get in. In the background is some gameplay using this exact build from my friend Gold Eagle. In this gameplay, he drops 62 kills with this build, and this was just his warm-up game. He wasn't even trying that hard in this game. The link to his YouTube channel will be down in the comment section below. Make sure to give him a sub. I appreciate him sending me this footage. Now that that's out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into the details of this build that's being talked about. And make sure to take notice and pay attention to the number of 2-tap kills that Gold Eagle gets throughout this gameplay. It's pretty incredible. The first perk that's initiating the majority of these 2-taps is the Rampage perk on the True Prophecy hand cannon. Now, currently in the game, you can't actually farm for this weapon, so if you wanted to get this Rampage roll, you'd have to probably use a different hand cannon like the Steady Hand, which can also roll with Swashbuckler, and then and only then would you get a comparable result to the True Prophecy hand cannon. Now, obviously, you can farm for the Steady Hand in Iron Banner, and Iron Banner is coming out next week, so if you want to get a roll comparable to the one that Gold Eagle's using in this video, make sure to farm. Play some Iron Banner. It's definitely worth it to get a God-rolled Steady Hand, especially if you don't have a God-rolled True Prophecy lying around. Now, at this point in time, the absolute God-rolled True Prophecy that you're looking for would be Rangefinder and Rampage. That being said, though, Bungie is about to do some crazy changes to mouse and keyboard stability, so you might actually want to be looking for a stability roll. If these stability changes do affect the recoil of the weapons a ton, and it's actually really important to have a high stability roll of your weapons, then honestly, the Steady Hand will probably be a better hand cannon than the True Prophecy. Because right now, the True Prophecy, the only serious stability perk on the True Prophecy is Elemental Capacitor, and that would actually force you to use a Void subclass instead of Stasis, so that would definitely not be the best to use. Nothing against the Void classes, they're just currently not nearly as potent as Stasis in the game. The Steady Hand, on the other hand, can actually roll a variety of different stability perks. You've got Slide Shot, Zen Moment, and even Iron Grip can give you more stability. So honestly speaking, if you do farm Iron Banner during this last week of the season, if you're a mouse and keyboard user and you actually get a high stability roll on the Steady Hand, make sure to keep that, because that could be the new God roll. But now back to the focus of this video. All of the insanity of all the 2-taps you're seeing in this video come primarily from the Rampage perk. That's sort of like the bread and butter to this build, but honestly a close second to that is actually the Stasis Fragment Whisper of Hedrons. This Stasis Fragment Whisper of Hedrons reads, gain a bonus to weapon damage after freezing a target with stasis. Now, you do gain a minus 10 strength when you use this fragment, but the trade-off is definitely worth it. Because when someone is frozen and you get that easy 2-tap on them, you now have Rampage procced, and from one stack of Rampage, you can now 2-tap the next person you run into, and even more importantly, the fact that they were frozen means that they're not shooting you at all, so you're going to be full health, so it's going to make it very, very easy for you to 2-tap that next person. And when you do 2-tap them, you're going to drop an Orb of Light if your weapon is masterworked. And then what you do is you pick up that Orb of Light, you have the Charged with Light mod on your armor, along with high energy fire, and then if the timer runs out on your Rampage, or the timer runs out on Whisper of Hedrons, because the enemies spawn on the other side of the map or whatever it may be, you're going to begin the entire process of 2-tapping people all over again because of high energy fire and Charged with Light, which will then refeed into your stacks of Rampage. And then the cycle continues again and again and again as you just completely decimate people in Crucible. And if that wasn't enough, you can actually add Berserker to this entire build, which is truly just like the icing on the cake to this already insane build. And Berserker will allow you to get a big damage buff based on the number of people you kill with your super. So now you've got the full level of insanity, the ability to just constantly 2-tap non-stop. If you get weapon kills, you get Rampage stacks, you 2-tap. If you freeze people with your melee, your class ability, or your grenade, you get a damage buff, you 2-tap. If you get any multi-kills at all, you pick up an orb, you get Charged with Light, and you get high energy fire, you 2-tap. And if during all this insanity you get your super and you get a couple kills with your super, you then begin to 2-tap even more. So go ahead and give this build a try if you haven't already been using something similar to it. This build will persist even beyond this season. The only mod that will change after this season will probably be Berserker will go away. But besides that, this build will probably be around for a while, and this is almost certainly the most lethal build for the Crucible right now. So get out there and get to trying it, and send me a screenshot on Twitter with the number of eliminations that you get with this build, because this is a super lethal build. My friend Gold Eagle in this gameplay gets 62 defeats. If you can beat that, I'll be impressed. For now, I'll let the rest of the video watch out so you can see the end of the gameplay. Make sure to subscribe with notifications on if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.
strong start. Fight on.
2 for 1.
Yes! 3 down! Fantastic work! Outstanding!
Two for 1.
Triple down! Fantastic work! Let them come! This is their fate. Zone A captured. Zone advantage is yours. Zone C lost.
Two for 1.
Zone B captured. You have zone advantage. Come on! Zone B lost. You're winning. Stay strong. That shut them down.
2 for 1.
I need a hunter like you with the red jack. Zone A captured. Zone B captured. You have zone advantage. Come on! Zone A lost. Zone C captured. Zone advantage is yours. Keep it up, and victory is yours. Hunters like you blaze a path for the rest of us. Zone B lost. Zone C lost. Power play. Enemy has your zone. Come on! 1 minute. Won't be long now. Zone B captured. Zone advantage is yours.
2 for 1.
I could not ask for a better victory. Zones controlled. Targets eliminated. Nice work.